All right, welcome back to the One Bar and Lupagus show. I'm One Bar with Lupagus, and we're going to talk about some potential cuts the Vikings should, maybe will, maybe won't make before free agency. Free up some cash.
Hell yes. Free up some spending dollars for Quasey and the boys in just a couple weeks. So before we get to that, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like, and comment as well. We're on our way to 12K before draft day, and we're damn near there already.
We are Vikings currently sitting at 37 million after that little cap space bump. Let's see how much we can save them with some of these moves. And before we get it, so we got 5 cuts. Let's talk about some guys who aren't on the list. Alexander Madison is not on the list. He's kind of a weird one. We owe him so much money. If we cut him, we would eat $4 million and save 400 grand.
Yeah, it's like you're stuck with him. And you look at KLC's presser, you know, he always goes out and you could tell just by his emotion, the way he was talking, he was way more excited about Ty Chandler. And what do you say about Alexander Madison? He did some nice things for us, which means in KLC talk that he sucked.
Yeah, but they signed him to a horrible they're stuck with him. They are stuck with him, barring some weird trade for like a conditional 7th-round pick. That's the only way they're going to earn him. Also, Garrett Bradbury is not on the list. And, you know, it's just because I don't think anybody thinks they're actually going to move on from him. I'd love it if they did.
We'd all love it.
I think they save like $2 million. They eat like 3.5, something like that. So that would be a tough pill to swallow, but I wouldn't care. I'd be all for it. Let's talk about guys who are on the list. Whammo, Nick freaking Mullins. We can save $2 million by cutting this guy.
Save $2 million by Big Dick Nick. Yeah, you know what? He's going to throw for a lot of yards. He's going to make the offense go, but he's also going to turn the ball over a shit ton. It would actually be kind of fun just to see a bridge year with him, just for all the yards he could put up and all the interceptions he could get. If you really want to tank and get yourself in a good position for the year after, yeah, Nick Mullins. I mean, he is what he is. He's a backup who likes to turn the ball over.
We'll see. I mean, like if Kirk Cousins is gone and they bring in a rookie quarterback, they're not going to want Nick Mullins to be his like mentor. I would highly doubt. So I think they would probably go get a different guy. $2 million is it's a pretty good price for Nick Mullins is getting paid very well for what he brings to the table.
Yeah, that's like I don't know. I was trying to think of per interception, like $1 million.
Yeah. Many more interceptions than that, but Nick Mullins, we'll see. It's not so much the savings; it's just so much. Don't think he'll be back. This is about the savings. This is Dean Lowry. This would be a post-June cut. Each team is allowed 2 post-June cuts.
I wouldn't be shocked if someone watching this video was like, "Oh shit, I forgot Dean Lowry was even on our team," because that's how ineffective he was. I think he had like 1 fumble recovery and it bounced into his dick. He pretty much was given that one. Talk about a sign that just didn't do anything. Dean Lowry, you might as well get rid of him because it was like never even having him in the first place. Save yourself $3.88 million. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah, this is not if, it's when. There's no way in hell they don't move on from him and save $4 million as they do it. So yeah, Dean, damn it, what could have been? Kenny Nwangu. Again, I mean, there's no room. They don't have a spot for him.
Well, we have all this talk about the Vikings drafting a running back, signing a sexy free agent running back. Well, someone has to go if you do that. You got Madison you're stuck with. You got Ty Chandler who's going to have a role in this team. How big? We'll figure that out here in the next coming months. Then you got the rookie McBride who is ass. So someone has to go, and that could be Kenny, who basically all he is a kick returner.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even so much if somebody has to go. I mean, this guy's just, if it was 1988 and we were returning kicks left and right, he would be worth every damn penny, but they don't give him the ball. There's no such thing really as a kickoff return anymore. He's taken up a space.
Free it. Let him go. Save some money.
Free at last. Harrison Phillips. This will be an interesting one.
It is, because, I mean, what is he? He's an above average player, right? Above average, is that fair? And he's had some good games, like that first Packers game he dominated, which you don't see him do a lot. Seems like he has a huge game and he kind of disappears for a while. This one's hard because you weigh his impact. The $6.5 million that you could save is pretty damn nice. This one, yeah, like you said, I'm not sure which way the Vikings are going to go on this one.
I mean, he had a great season. He had a very underrated season. He was an unsung hero, and we look at what he's getting paid. He's getting paid probably what he should be getting paid. It's more so if they just want to completely tear down their defensive line and save $6.5 million as they go, because it's not like he's this overpaid crazy ass. I mean, that's not the issue. It's just, do they want new blood?
Well, at the same thing, even if he's not a starter, I mean, he's really, really good depth, which you need to rotate him in. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Again, you said it. He played well, didn't probably get the credit he deserved, but even at his best, I mean, he's not like a dominating player.
Well, if they brought in a guy, let's say they draft Sweat in round 2, or they get a defensive lineman, and then they sign a free agent that's, I would say, like middle to upper tier free agent on defensive line, having Harrison Phillips as your number 3 defensive lineman would be beautiful.
Absolutely.
He just can't be the man.
He can play end. So, I mean, it's like he can't play end. So you can move him around that D line. So, yeah, I'd love to keep him if you can.
Yeah, he's kind of just been asked to be our number 1 guy, and I don't think he's a number 1 guy.
He's not.
I know one guy that's a number 1 guy. It's so hard to say goodbye.
I just think this is going to happen. It has to happen. Save $15.3 million. That is a huge number. And as much as we love the Hitman, you cannot deny that his play fell off last year and the age has caught up with him. He's just not the same. He's almost getting there on these plays. He used to always get there. He's just not getting there anymore.
Well, and he's $20 million. If he was getting paid like $7 million, it'd be different. It'd be like, all right, fine, we're getting what we're paying for. But yeah, I'll be very curious if they actually restructure him, if he wants to come back and see what happens. But that $15.3 million is insane. Cam Bynum is the next man up. He is beautiful. And if all of these things were to happen, we would save an additional $28.4 million, and our cap space would be at $65.4. That doesn't even include like restructuring of Brian O'Neill. That's going to save you like 9 or 10, and all these other moves are going to make. So the Vikings could be sitting in a real nice spot.
And these moves should, I mean, if they make some of these moves, they should happen soon. So we should be getting some news on this front. How much cap space the Vikings know they're going to work with here when free agency opens. What's it? Is it the 12th? What is it?
Oh, Dean Lowry's still on the team.
Shit.
Just confirmed. Why? I think all of these happen except Harrison Phillips is the biggest question mark. I think
it is. He is. Yeah. So let us know in the comments, what do you think of the Vikings and these potential cuts? Anybody we forgot about? Anybody you think should be on here? Anybody you don't want to see on this list? Let us know. And remember this: on average, every person on Earth owns 86 Lego bricks.